So it's very exciting, but also very tiring, as most of you know. And she gave me this cold, so but I still love her. She's great. She's 9 months old, so she's been taking a lot of my time. I've been a stay-at-home dad for the last couple of weeks. It's been 3 weeks today since she's been with us, so it's definitely very enjoyable, but a lot of work. I have a newfound respect, especially for single parents. I don't know how they can do it. On a different note, I doubt Senator Stedman will be here today. His partner, who has been fighting pancreatic cancer, the other day they started in-home hospice. So just keep him in your thoughts and prayers. It's not good, but he's going to have some difficult times ahead, and he's going to need all of our support, both in the election and then personally. So hopefully we can all help him through that. In terms of what's coming up, my town halls are starting up again. I will have my next town hall this Wednesday from 6 to 7 at the Hirschfield Tower. We're going to talk about some of the ballot initiatives that we'll be voting on in November, including the Denver school bond and mill, the city debrucing that Councilwoman Kinich will come and talk about, and then Referendum S, which is the state personnel reform, which I actually sponsored, so I think I should be able to talk about that one in an informed method, I hope. And then I think next month we might do the marijuana talk. I'm keeping that separate because I could take hours on its own and do the other ones quicker. Even though those are much more complicated, marijuana ends up taking lots more time. The election is only 51 days away.
52, I think.
52, 51 days, but ballots drop October 15th. We're already starting to see campaigns in terms of our swing districts really start to hit the soft sides, or the independent expenditures where most of the money is starting to go out. I know Representative Kagan is getting nailed. Well, it's only been positive so far for your opponent, and negative for your opponent from our side.
Yes.
Daniel Kagan's opponent, you'll see in the mail pieces, if you didn't live in his districts, owes $278,000 in back taxes, mostly payroll taxes. And he's trying to get a taxpayer-funded job. And he's spent tons of money, and some of his businesses have spent, that owe the taxes, spent money on political campaigns. So I think that is going to be a clear contrast between Daniel and his opponent, someone who's fiscally responsible and someone who says they're fiscally responsible but doesn't pay their taxes. So I think that will be a clear contrast, and hopefully people will see that Daniel Kagan's the right person to be reelected. Races around the state are going well. People are out knocking on doors. If you want to leave Denver and want to go walk on the race, there are several in the area. Daniel, of course, but also ones in Lakewood and Aurora. If you have questions, just email me, and I can hook you up with the campaign managers of those campaigns so you can go and walk with them. The nice thing about Daniel is if you walk with Daniel, you can walk also for Linda Newell, so you get a twofer, because Linda's in a competitive seat too. So with that, any questions?
What's your baby's name?
The baby's name is Lila. So she was foster to adopt. So we're fostering for a couple more months, and then hopefully fully adopting her. So, yeah, really.
Does the House Majority Project have a website? What is it?
Oh, of course you'd ask me that. I think if you go to the Dems website, there's a link to it. So the Colorado Democratic Party's website, there's a link to it.
Show like how the races are going.
We don't put too much up there because we don't want the other